Tennis greetings, my noble human family. In the 21st century, we wish to orchestrate an unprecedented human rights civil disobedience protest at King's House in Jamaica. As a psychological human rights operation to redeem the island from unlawful constitutional debt bondage of today. There is no statute of limitations on mass murder of citizens, so the Jesuit-taught Governor-General is still guilty for the Tivoli Gardens massacre of 2010. Therefore, if we can put aside geopolitical constitutional borders, and recognize the human race as one corporate body under global Jesuit disorder, then we can politically unite in collective security, all for one Kristos and one Kristos for all, under international human rights law, and exercise our international judicial authority against global IMF apostasy and international financial fraud. From we can recognize the same Jesuit law society that is in Jamaican territory as the same Jesuit law society created in American society. Then together we can begin to resist global Jesuit imperialism democratically, as human beings are political creatures within our international community. We do not need to fight against flesh and blood human beings, but against spiritual, intellectual wickedness in high places, government offices, and Jesuit principalities, Vatican territory. Since Jamaica is the only place in the West where an African king can inherit the hereditary constitutional Christian monarchy that the former colonial masters, human rights violators, deceptively left, we need some assistance with a diplomatic rapture, lawful separation of the Ethiopian Orthodox faith, expectation of prophet to come, in essence return, as this is the only Christian church that can lawfully coronate a coming Solomonic king, ecclesiastical private diplomats, into global commerce. Please consider these international Jesuit bankers, thieves, as our common enemy. That way, any financial assistance given will be divested to help politically evolve our whole human race from an unlawful system of debt, slavery and usury. This is the prophetical time for a universal Redeemer, Lion of Judah world banker, to diplomatically stand up and put a stop to these Jesuit thieves bankers. As only our Ethiopian Shiloh will come, with sovereign ecclesiastical authority from our Father Majesty of Ethiopia, who is our UN lawgiver of the 20th century. Do not sit back and witness a global financial collapse that was artificially created by Jesuit thieves bankers. As we the people are not liable for setting unlawful financial policies, IMF globalization, in global commerce, and can become human rights pioneers, private humanitarian diplomats of this 21st century, here on Earth, 193 member nation states. Our future depends on human beings exercising their conscience, knowing human rights from Jesuit wrongs and choosing human rights internationally. As all were delivered up to global debt bondage without the mutual consent of any human body. With your noble diplomatic assistance as a equally priceless human being, we the people can ecclesiastically transform this rogue Jesuit system of inequality into a new debt-free global resource-based cashless economy, as lawful compensation for humanity's tribulation with Jesuit apostasy, IMF globalization policies. Jesuit supremacy ignorance will bear the burden of unlawful astronomical national debts that can never be repaid. Whereas, universal human rights intelligence will run these crazy Jesuit bankers out of global commerce, international trade, right now, seller. Suffer not the 21st century younger generation to grow up living as Jesuit tax-paying debt slaves under the universal human rights thing that will result in real international political change, choosing humanity a new global economy. Today.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy. They say we living in the end times, the last days.
the end of the sunshine. Global warming, terrorism and genocide. I ain't with the stereotype, never believe the hype. They put things on the news, but they control the news. They control the way how you think, cause they controlling you. They violating human rights and the charter. The Federal Reserve ain't got nothing good to offer. 800 billion or more tax for the dollar. When they put the microchip in, it's gonna be hard to swallow. I take a look at Haiti, Iraq and Africa. We're born in the struggle, they made us to suffer, yeah. All we got to do is just stand up. We all bleed and breathe the same air, get your hands up. If we all equal, how come you living better than me? That means I'm a slave and I gotta get free. I ain't working paying taxes to no worthless paper. And some people in the churches, they worship paper. Yo, look at the shit that happened in Jamaica. Know why your meth investors wanna take Jamaica.
It ain't easy where I'm from. Everybody around here gotta struggle in the slums.
Gotta live like dogs,
It ain't
man.
easy around my way.
Around my block.
Gunshots busting, someone dying every day.
Police, you know. So I gotta stay hard. I put my trust, my faith, my life in the Lord. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer, the weak get weaker. I gotta stay strong for bright days, a better future. So I'm always sipping something strong. Got me smoking on cess for the stress. I stay blessed. Oh yes, I'm on the net watching zeitgeist addendum. Seeking knowledge, a lot is blind up and
It
wisdom.
ain't easy.
They kill us with taxes, working for the paper, knowing that we can't have shit. We need access to things that we can't get, like a better life for my grandkids. All across the world, people die from starvation. They suffer and they cry for salvation. Stand up for your rights like Bob Marley told you. Break away the chains and don't let them control
It ain't
you.
easy around the world. Constant struggle here for every boy and girl. It ain't easy being me. Crooked cops wanna lock me in the penitentiary.
Did a change really come when Obama won it? Getting stimulus package, taking all that money.
Well, I got change.
About $2.50. I know my rights, so the cops can't hit me. The nation of Jah Rastafari's with me. We ain't gon' bow or put up with this tyranny.
The new world order.
One world government, they acting like they God and blaspheme the covenant. I feel it for the lost 95%. Hand to mouth every day, can't find a cent. Can't pay the rent or send the kids to school.
You better till the soil, you better plant the food.
All the plagues, the epidemics, the swine flu, HIV, AIDS is coming at you. All the good things that they promote is not true. I'd rather hit the hills, rise and stay natural.
It ain't easy.
No, it ain't easy.
Life is hard.
Gotta stay strong.
Down on bended knees, I'm praying to
Gotta have
God. It ain't easy. Life ain't fair.
It's not fair.
You don't show me love.
We gonna
and
stay
tell
strong
me
every
that
day.
you care.
You know how we do it. Stay strong, my brother. Give thanks, my sister.
It ain't easy.
Stand up, everyone. Stand up for your rights, I say. We need to be free human beings. Human rights, same way, nothing no change, the same thing are going on. So we're still in Kingston at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs officer. We wait the signature from that minister, AJ Nichols. So blessed Isle. Yeah, we are the spokesperson. Metzvin Isle, Kingdom of Debre. Take it, take it. Our nation state is, yeah. And we want freedom choice we make here. Once you reach a level of consciousness and you realize that you've been played that game and you might trick with, you have time to step out of the box. We have to step outside the box. Human rights, universal declaration, that's the charter. We have to step out. No more citizens, you hear that? No more citizens to the government. We have to free up our own self and our own mind.